Okay.
Right after the age of truth, the revealing is the scab being pulled off, and then the healing can begin.
The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be distractions and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it, ask questions, demand answers.
Now, this isn't just anybody's house that's burnt down in the LA fires. This is P. Diddy's house that's burnt. Oh, and there was supposed to be an investigation in 2 days' time.
4:32 p.m., we received a 911 call that a suspect was attempting to light a fire in the community of Woodland Hills and was being detained by residents. Officers from LAPD's Topanga area responded and took that suspect into custody.
Katt Williams has returned to the spotlight this time, claiming that Diddy's criminal case may be related to the ongoing fires in California. We know it sounds crazy, but the receipts that are making the rounds are quite unsettling. Over the past few weeks, California has been hit by massive wildfires that destroyed entire neighborhoods, killed over 20 people, displaced tens of thousands of people injured or destroyed, countless wild animals and pets, and caused billions in damages. Although investigators haven't yet to officially reveal what caused the wildfires, the internet is already ablaze with theories, the most popular of which claims that the Hollywood elites are using the fires to destroy evidence purportedly connected to the Diddy and Jay-Z lawsuits. Katt is implying that something similar might be happening in Los Angeles, and it's not just Katt who co-signed this. It turns out that a number of Hollywood estates burned down at the same time that well-known celebrities were embroiled in lawsuits, scandals, or financial drama. You may recall the Malibu fire in 2018, or the Maui wildfires in 2012, where some homes burned to the ground, while others right next door remained untouched. It was all very shady. Perhaps these fires are a means of destroying incriminating evidence linking some high-profile Hollywood figures to the Diddy scandal theory. Carter, the young woman who claimed she was a victim of Hollywood elites, warned her followers months ago to be on the lookout for the fire, because these powerful figures will do whatever it takes to hide their crimes. And even some celebrities like Chris Brown are saying something is off about these fires. Let's dissect what Katt actually said about all of this.
Worldwide government is way smarter than we give them credit for, because they have us believing they don't do nothing. But the truth is, like there's no such thing as the government is in bed with the internet. No, the internet is a government installation.
It's tragic that the wildfires tearing across Los Angeles have destroyed over 12,000 properties and claimed at least 24 lives in just 1 week. But this is where things get crazy. Many people believe that the Hollywood and political elites intentionally started these fires to hide incriminating evidence before the Diddy trial, which begins in May. But former public official Catherine Austin Fitts pushed back against this theory, asking why so many celebrities connected to Diddy were able to keep their homes safe while the houses next door burned to the ground. While some of these theories are insane, others will make you do a double take. In a recent episode of her podcast, Fitts, who served as the U.S. Assistant Secretary of Housing and Urban Development during George H.W. Bush's presidency, discussed this theory and claimed to have observed a pattern when examining which homes were destroyed and which ones were spared.
I want to see what I usually look at in situations like this is I look at the patterns of who got wiped out and how. And, one of the first questions, I'll be honest, that I'm going to look at when I look at some of the communities involved is how many of the homeowners were on the P. Diddy list.
This Diddy list that Fitts brought up has been a hot topic online ever since Homeland Security raided DID mentions in LA and Miami back in March 2024. And while it has never been confirmed, it has been alleged that this list ties big-name celebrities like Jay-Z. What I want to see is that I usually look at the patterns of who got wiped out and how and when I look at some of the communities involved. One of the first questions I'll be honest about is how many of the homeowners were on the P. Diddy list: J.Lo, Beyonce Ellen's degeneracy, Oprah, Leonardo DiCaprio, Ashton Kutcher, and even some politicians displayed filthy behavior during Diddy's bizarre gatherings.
Yeah. Oprah. J.Lo. A-Rod. Will Smith. Alicia Keys. Look at them pretty here. Black King God, dude. Justin Bieber. Kevin Hart. Mark Wahlberg. Snoop. DJ Khaled. Swiss Beats. Kelly Rowland. Chris Brown. Chris Brown. Walloon. Sheree. Sierra. Janelle Monáe. Yeah, that's my sis right there. Lizzo. Megan Thee Stallion. Jay Powell. Naomi Campbell. That's your auntie. Usher. Demi Lovato. Shaq and his whole family. Tracy Ellis Ross. Little Uzi Vert. Sway Lee. Rick Ross. Julian Huff. Diplo. E-Nice. Drea. Burna Boy. The show's third singer. Nicole Scherzinger. Nicole from the Pussycat Dolls. Say Nicole. From the Pussycat Dolls. That's right. Paris Goebel. Cara Delevingne. Winnie Harlow. Rich Montana. And a bunch of big surprises that I can't tell you. Because they're so big, sometimes they get busy and they forget that they committed to answering the phone.
However, Catherine Austin Fitts went one step further and said that these wildfires might have been intentionally started to hide some incredibly heinous crimes against the weakest members of society. Fitts mentioned the infamous Franklin cover-up of 1988, in which several well-known Nebraska politicians and business figures were charged with involvement in a PDF file ring, and she claimed to have witnessed extreme measures utilized in the past to expose very unpleasant realities.
Story to tell that I'd like to tell. I have a wonderful subscriber who's been a subscriber for many years, Polly, and for the first time in his life, he read the Franklin cover-up last week. And I spoke to him last weekend, and he said, I keep hearing he said, you get frustrated because people don't understand the importance of financial transaction freedom to their lives. And I hear you keep telling people who say, well, I don't have many assets, and if they take my assets, I don't care. And I hear you telling people, wait a minute, they can take your children. They can mandate health treatments to your children, and they can literally take your treatment. And he said, you need to understand that even though I've been a subscriber for 10 years, I didn't understand what you were saying. And he said, I don't think most people understand what you're saying. But I read the Franklin cover-up, which is one of the best, highly documented cases of a pedophilia ring in America. And he said, now I understand what you mean. Now I understand what you mean when you say they'll take your children, and what that really means, and why financial transaction freedom is so very important to me and to you, because we cannot allow that to happen. So he said, this is the first time that it really got to be personal. It really touched me in an intimate and visceral way. And, I've seen dreadful things done in the interest of covering up rings. And this is likely to include, whenever you do an operation this big, you stack functions. So there's a lot of stacking functions going on, but it wouldn't surprise me if is one of those functions that's getting stacked here.
And this is when things become even more bizarre. Following some previous remarks made by Allie Carter, one of Diddy's accusers, Catherine Austin Fitts claims are gaining attention. Last year, Allie warned her followers on social media to keep their eyes and minds open because files or explosions could be used as part of a cover-up for the alleged crimes of the political and Hollywood elites.
The third arrest that is coming, there's 2 that's already down. The world is going to crumble when they see this next arrest. In the meantime, there's going to be deaths, distractions, and fires to hide evidence. Watch for it, ask questions, demand answers. Watch for those fires. Explosions make fires too. Explosions make accidental fires too. And then, oops, we don't know how that happened. And then you look into it and you see that it's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to something that's tied to trafficking. And then you realize, oh, it wasn't just an explosion or a fire. It wasn't an accident.
Allie is back in the forefront now, telling people that she told them so. She claims that the destruction of all these famous properties in flames at the same time that Diddy's alleged collaborators began to be identified in his lawsuits is not coincidental.
Because didn't I tell y'all that? Didn't I tell y'all there will be an accidental explosion? Accidental fire? And the next thing you know, celebrities' homes would be on fire. Things would be on fire. I pray for the people in its path, but I also pray that it exposes the things that it needs to expose.
It's interesting that Allie Carter brought up explosions multiple times in her videos, because just days ago, while doing a live report in Pacific Palisades, multiple unexplained explosions were captured on camera as the Los Angeles fires continued to spread.
It is still an inferno out here. You can see just how strong flames. Oh, whoa, and you heard that explosion there. This is the back of a home here, trees up in flames at the moment. The flames spreading to the home here again, the 800 block of Radcliffe Avenue. Of course, we want to keep our distance, but we're hearing some bangs going on. We obviously don't know what's exploding.
Then another video went viral on social media, showing what appeared to be a massive explosion in Pasadena, California, which swiftly spread into fire. However, this is where things take an even wilder turn. Some fans are pointing to an alleged coded message from Diddy himself as a crucial piece of this puzzle. During an alleged leak call from his son, Diddy reportedly instructed him to dispose of the pizza boxes, and many people believe this was an order to destroy evidence.
What up? Listen, do not entertain none of this nonsense and nothing over the phone. I'm gonna need you to get rid of all the leftover pizza boxes. The what? All the boxes left over from the pizza. All the boxes. Okay. Make sure you recycle the plastic like we talked about. Yeah.
In the meantime, more people on social media are voicing their support for the hypothesis that the fires were started to conceal the proof that the A-list celebrities were connected to a high-level PDF ring.
Betcha didn't see this.
The man who terrorized people at a crowded D.C. pizza shop back in 2016 has died. Edgar Madison Welch was shot and killed Monday by police in Kannapolis, North Carolina, after he pulled out a gun during a traffic stop. 8 years ago, the so-called Pizzagate gunman entered Comet Ping Pong in Northwest with a revolver and rifle. He was searching for a non-existent child ring, which he learned about from a right-wing conspiracy website. Welch was sentenced to prison and released back in 2021.
This happened 2 hours ago, or it was reported 2 hours ago. Let's break this video down a little bit.
8 years ago, the so-called Pizzagate gunman entered Comet Ping Pong in Northwest with a revolver and rifle. He was searching for a non-existent child ring.
Interesting that they just had to include those words. A non-existent child's ring. Why? Why not just say he was searching for a child's ring?
He learned about from a right-wing conspiracy website.
And of course, you just had to add that too, right? Of course, he learned about it from a right-wing conspiracy website. Duh. So let me get this straight. Just as all of Hollywood, basically all of Hollywood, burns to the ground, the conspiracy theory that is most associated with Hollywood and elites and celebrities pops up again out of nowhere because the person who allegedly went in looking for it and, by the way, didn't shoot anybody, he shot at the ground and then walked out and turned himself in. That person is shot and killed. It is pretty coincidental that this is right around the time where the Diddy stuff started coming out, Jay-Z. We still don't have any clues on the Epstein client list. All this stuff that seems to be happening, that seems to be exposing a lot of what we've been talking about for the last, who knows, freaking 8 years now. Just kind of weird that all of Hollywood burns to the ground right as all this stuff is starting to be exposed.
However, not just any internet user is questioning these flames. Several celebrities are implying that something about them seems strange. One of them, Katt Williams, claims that the fires were started to conceal the proof that the A-list celebrities were connected to a high-level PDF ring. It's interesting that the video went viral on social media, showing what appeared to be a massive explosion in Pasadena, California, which swiftly spread into the and that they might not be as natural as the authorities first said. Actor Henry Winkler and Days of Our Lives star Allison Sweeney also stated that an arsonist was responsible for the fires, while Chris Brown wrote in an Instagram story post that someone is starting these fires. Meanwhile, Peta Meritroyd, a Dancing with the Stars professional, shared a screenshot of an X post that read, "Los Angeles, Southern California. There are at least 5 men going around in ski masks starting fires, keep an eye out." Additionally, podcaster and neuroscientist Andrew Huberman posted a picture of a group of people standing suspiciously close to what appeared to be a recently started fire in the Santa Monica area. Huberman wrote in the caption, "People are lighting fires in otherwise non-burning urban areas of Nassau. This happened firsthand at 3:02. Pico in Monica called it in, and the fire department and police responded, 'Stay safe and call in any activity. ASAP, we don't need more flames out here.'" For a variety of reasons, the theory that the California fires were intentionally started to destroy evidence that implicates the Hollywood elites has gained traction. While it may seem like a conspiracy theory, there are some odd details that make people wonder about everything. Here are just a few examples. One of the first things people have noticed is the strange way the fires have been acting. Some people are drawing comparisons to the 2018 Malibu fire, which destroyed some areas, including the homes of well-known celebrities while leaving other houses next door barely damaged. Many people think these fires may have been planned to burn down properties belonging to people with secrets. Another important point is that the fires seem to happen at the same time as major Hollywood scandals are in the news, such as the Harvey Weinstein case in 2018 when the Malibu fire occurred, or the current accusation against Diddy and his famous friends. You don't have to be a conspiracy theorist to notice that the timing is suspicious. Many on social media are now claiming that these fires could be precisely scheduled to destroy evidence, such as financial records, court documents, or other incriminating materials that could link wealthy elites to unethical activities.
Call me a conspiracy theorist, but there is no way that 8 different fires starting within a period of 48 hours in LA is due to climate change. You want to tell me that insurance companies canceling people's policies in these areas over the past few months, officials cutting firefighting funding, emptying water reservoirs, and being more concerned about sending aid to another country is just coincidence? Okay.
Additionally, there is the hypothesis that the technology in the region, such as smart meters, may be contributing to the origin and spread of these fires. Others have speculated that the lithium batteries found in smart meters may be the cause of the fires. Recent reports have shown instances of fires that began for no apparent reason, and some people think that these technologies are being used to purposefully set certain properties on fire. However, there are more social media posts that have gone viral, claiming that the alleged tunnels Ally Carter discussed in her videos have collapsed in planned explosions. One user on X posted a video of a press conference announcing that firefighters had found an underground lithium battery storage facility. The caption read, "It turns out that there is a tunnel system under these lava fires. They claim that the tunnels are for bicycles, and since the air is poisonous from the burning, it is not permitted to approach them. Those are unquestionably tunnels."
With the hazmat, we have found a underground lithium battery storage plant for bicycle batteries that has posed a huge hazard in that area. We are working with the hazmat teams to keep that contained. So a lot of that is just very dangerous. As you just heard, the air quality in some of that area is still very, very high and dangerous.
Afterwards, some claim that this is just another egregious land grab drawing comparisons to the Maui flames of 2023. One user wrote fires were intentional Maui too. They want to get rid of original homeowners. They know insurance companies can't pay out these $10+ million homes for what they're worth. Investors buy the land from people desperate for cash and build apartments, all while blaming climate change. Regardless of the true cause, an increasing number of people are beginning to express that something strange is happening with these fires. They no longer seem to be a random calamity, and there is a growing suspicion that someone is purposefully sustaining the flames in particular areas. People are observing that some neighborhoods are being targeted while others are left unaffected, which is supporting the theory that these fires may be a part of a larger cover-up. And to top it all off, sources near. What do you think of the theory that the LA fires are somehow connected to the Diddy scandal? Do you think it's just a crazy conspiracy, or is there a covert agenda that we're not seeing? Katt Williams claims that Katt told his inner circle that a major Disaster would strike to destroy the evidence before even more big names get tied to the Diddy scandal. According to Katt, this isn't just about Diddy. He believes this is much bigger, and there are some seriously powerful people behind the scenes. People with way more influence than Diddy, who are desperate to stop anyone from delving too deeply into those allegations about the rumored trafficking ring. Leave a comment below with your ideas and don't forget to see this following video.